Hey guys, what's up? Greg and Stacy here from Kzoo Keto, bringing you a Nutstop video.
A review video.
That's right, product review. So, full disclosure, we received all this product from Nutstop for free for a review.
Which is amazing. I did not expect them to send every single thing.
Yeah, it's insane. And there's a lot of good stuff here, guys. And a lot of it we've used. Some of it we're going to come up with some recipes. You don't have to have the Nutstop stuff to do the recipes, of course. But that's part of what we wanted to do it with. You know, show to you guys some things that are exciting and open and all other good, wonderful stuff.
Yep. And they do have other things other than just the nuts and the powders that we have here. They have a lot of candies and chocolate covered candies, and some of them are sugar free, but they use maltodextrin and we don't use that. So we opted to not get any of that stuff for free. They did tell me in an email they were working on trying to use a different sugar substitute. So keep an eye out for that. So if you are interested in buying from Nutstop though, to get any of these items, and as we talk about these items, I am going to put the prices of each item down on the screen. They do send them in 1 pound bags. But we do have a discount code for our viewers. It is KZOO10. So KZOO10 gets you 10% off of your item.
Nice. For those that are interested, I'm eating a Too Good yogurt. It's a bulletproof coffee, and this is my 1.5 meal of the day. So I really like these. They only have 3 grams of sugar. They only have 3 carbs, 2 grams of sugar. What you could do, throw a little nuts in this up on top of this. Be awesome.
Macadamia nuts?
Macadamia nuts,
yum.
almonds,
yummy, yum.
whatever. Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to kind of work our way right to left. Right to left.
Red bags, green bags, blue bags?
Our right to left.
So red bags, green bags, blue bags.
Yes.
Do you know what the bag color combination is?
I don't, because I thought it was the nuts, but there are nuts in the green bags. So, and then there's also, like, these are a couple of powders, but this is also a powder.
Maybe these are like tree nuts, and those are like seeds. Maybe like ground stuff, and those are like herbs or something. Is that turmeric?
It's turmeric and the chlorella.
Yeah, so those are like seasonings or herbs.
But then this is spirulina, which is the same thing as the chlorella, just a different type of algae. And then we got the maca powder.
Yeah, so much for that.
We're going to start from the right. We have the turmeric powder. If you guys follow our social media, or I'm sure we've mentioned it millions of times, we have a turmeric salt that we use all the time. Turmeric is really good for anti-inflammatory. Turmeric is really good for anti-inflammatory properties. So I'm thinking we might be able to actually, because we're really, really close to being out of turmeric salt, maybe we can make our own.
Okay, there you go.
We can throw the pink salt in there and throw some turmeric in there, and we can make our own. But this is also really good. It's used on a lot of curries. So I see some curries in our future.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've had this box for a few months. We just haven't had time to sit down and really look into everything that we got. So we're going to have a lot more recipes coming out soon. 4 grams, which I found out yesterday. Grams are actually a lot more than I thought they were. 4 grams is 2 net carbs. So you'll want to be careful, as you're adding it, because all spices and herbs have carbs in them. They can be the hidden carbs that you find in different things.
Sure.
But they have found that turmeric actually can work as a pain reliever as well, which is really interesting. And in case I didn't say it at the beginning of this video, this is going to be kind of an informative / review, because a lot of these things that we got, I looked it up before I asked for it, because I didn't want just nuts. I wanted to use some of these other things that have these health benefits to them. Turmeric also improves liver function.
Yes.
Which is interesting. It says it may reduce the risk of cancer. So why not?
Inflammatory, yeah.
It's a good...
It's really good with eggs. That's what you use a lot of the turmeric salt stuff is with eggs.
Yep, I do a lot of the turmeric salt with the eggs, and I do a lot of the turmeric salt with the truffles too.
Yeah. I think it's a root, right?
Turmeric is a root, yes. Yeah. It contributes to healthy digestion. And I found it is actually being explored as a treatment for IBS.
Really? Wow. That'd be nice to know ahead of time.
Of course, I want to make my salt. Super excited for the salt. Like, beyond excited for the salt.
Especially because we're almost out.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have, like, this much left in the bottle.
Like, one more thing of eggs and it's done.
pretty much. I saw a recipe of people put it on their cauliflower. Of course, you're using it in curry.
Yep.
You can put it in tea. You can put it in milkshakes and smoothies. There's a recipe that I found with fat bombs that use this. And then the last thing that I found that I'm really kind of excited to try, and I've been wanting the turmeric powder for that reason, is I want to try, it's called a golden milk latte. I don't remember exactly everything that's in it, but I know this is in it. And it's a warm drink, if I remember correctly. But the reason why it's called golden is because of this. So we'll see how that goes. We'll probably do a video on that.
Cool. Hey, I'm proud of you doing all this research.
I know.
She's doing the research. This is amazing.
I research.
Yes.
I have lots of research. That's why I have my notes here.
Oh, man. She's got a lot of notes, guys.
All right. So Chlorella Powder. This is what we were playing around with yesterday. 4 grams is a serving size, and there are 4 carbs per 4 grams. So each gram is a carb, unfortunately. However, it is a superfood. It is chock full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and omega-3 fats. It can help reduce your cholesterol. It can help rid the body of toxins. So what it does is it binds to heavy metals in your body and it weakens their toxicity in the brain, liver, and kidneys. So this is great for people that work in areas that have exposure to those heavy metals through like pollution and stuff like that.
What about if you listen to heavy metal?
I don't think this is going to help you.
Oh, all right.
This is another one that helps improve cholesterol. And it's also used as a biodiesel fuel.
What? Biodiesel fuel?
Biodiesel fuel. It's interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff about this. Like, it's a single cell algae.
Okay.
But you can't, it has a hard, like, if I remember correctly, it has a hard outer membrane or shell. So that's why they grind it up into the powder.
Interesting. We make cookies with these. The recipe will be coming, but
yes.
They're pretty good. Stacey burned it a little bit.
Well, yeah, I made them a little too thin.
But they were good. The ones that I had were actually pretty good.
We have a few recipes we've already tried, and we have a bunch of recipes that I want to try. Including a smoothie recipe, because that's something I used to do pre-keto a lot, was smoothies all the time.
That's a good way to get these
bananas,
things
crap ton of carbs and sugars, can't do it anymore.
Right.
So we'll see how that works out. This can have immune boosting effects, but it's not good for people that take immune boosting meds, because then you're just doubling that, and that's just not good. Also, it's not good for those that have immunodeficiency problems. It may help lower blood pressure. Interesting. It may help lower blood sugar levels, so that's interesting for diabetics.
Yeah.
It may have anti-inflammatory effects, kind of like the turmeric. It may improve aerobic endurance. So for gym junkies. It may improve energy levels, eye health, PMS. I never had problems with that. It may improve liver health and digestion, but it could cause nausea and discomfort, gastrointestinal discomfort. And then a dosage is usually if you're going to like dose yourself with it, they recommend 2 to 3 grams a day.
Interesting.
So the cookie recipe that I made, and granted you're not going to sit there and eat an entire batch of cookies, it used 6 grams. Couldn't find a whole big variety of recipes on this. A lot of them are green smoothies and tea. But I did find a cookie recipe, and that's what we made yesterday. I mentioned that. We also found, I found an ice cream recipe that is it's a green ice cream, obviously, because it's got this and it's got matcha in it. So it's a matcha ice cream with the Chlorella Powder. I'm going to put him to work on that, making that. We'll probably do a video on it.
If it's good.
Hopefully it's good.
If it's not good, you probably won't ever hear about it from it again.
I've never had matcha either, so. And then I also found a dog treat recipe. And we have a couple guinea pigs here.
They're not guinea pigs, they're dogs.
But they're still pigs. And they're going to be guineas because they're going to be...
I don't think that's how it works. I think people just tested stuff on guinea pigs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which we're not endorsing, by the way.
Right. Well, we are going to endorse it enough to try out these dog treats on our dogs. So we'll probably do a video on that and see if the dogs can let you know if they like them.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works. So that's Chlorella. powder.
Just so you guys know, we're not going to be spending all that time on every single one of these. So we're going to be skipping through some of these that are kind of normal. These are just the ones that are kind of unique that not everybody knows about. Next,
we're on to the Spirulina Powder. This is the same as the Chlorella Powder. I always have to stop and pause before I say that so I say it right. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
But this is, again, it's 1 carb per gram. These are also extremely high in nutrient. These are a blue-green algae. So the color's a little different.
So algae being under the water.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So these all came from the sea. All flounders and Ariels were pooping on them and stuff.
Sea and lake, ocean, whatever.
Oh, okay. There's water.
Extremely high in nutrients. Standard dose is 1 to 3 grams if you're dosing yourself. Say if you're buying capsules and making them, you know, the dosages yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen people do that. The protein in this is comparable to eggs.
Interesting.
So if you have an egg allergy and you want protein, spirulina.
There you go.
It has powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It can lower bad cholesterol and triglycerides. It protects bad cholesterol from antioxidants, which is one of the key components to developing heart disease. It may have anti-cancer properties. It may lower blood pressure. It improves symptoms of allergic rhinitis, which is inflammation of the nasal passages due to allergies, which could be my issue right now.
Dosing right now.
Yep. Starting to think we need to make our own little caplets. It may help reduce anemia in older adults. It may enhance endurance and help improve muscle strength, which is also interesting. Again, for the gym junkies.
Yeah.
And I don't say that in any kind of derogatory way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually a little
jealous,
envious of those people that have that
drive.
Yeah, because I don't.
She does not. I do not either.
And then it might help. It might also help lower blood sugars. So again, another good one for diabetics. The spirulina powder. Again, not a whole lot of variety in recipes. There's a bunch of smoothie recipes. And then I saw a recipe for chocolate bites and a recipe for cookies. So it'll be interesting. We'll try this out. We'll see what we can do with this. We've got maca powder. This is 4 grams is serving size, and it's 3 net carbs, so it's a little lower than the other ones. This is actually a cruciferous vegetable, which is interesting. Research on this is still in the early stages, but they have found that it is rich in nutrients and minerals, just like the other ones. It increases libido.
What?
In both men and women.
You better take some of that. Just a second, I'll go get some capsules.
And it can increase fertility in men.
No, don't worry about that.
It might relieve symptoms of menopause, such as hot flashes and disrupted sleep.
Definitely gonna go get her some pills now.
I'm thinking I need to start getting into the maca game because I've been having problems with sweating at night.
Yeah.
And disrupted sleep. And being 40, not having all of my parts anymore, just having the ovaries. Like, I've been wondering if I'm gonna experiment. It can also reduce depression and anxiety.
Oh.
So
yeah, I could definitely use that too for the anxiety stuff.
If you apply it to your skin, it can possibly protect from UV rays.
Sunscreen too?
Yeah.
My God, what does this stuff not do? Does this wash my car?
It does not wash your car, but it can improve your learning and memory.
Wow. Somebody else needs it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be eating this whole bag, guys.
And it may reduce prostate size.
Wow. Wow.
Here's the caveat.
Okay.
If you have thyroid issues,
it
might compound your problems.
Oh.
So it's kind of like I want to play with it, but at the same time I'm a little nervous to play with it.
Because you have thyroid issues.
Because I have the thyroid issues.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe you see. I don't want to dive too deep into this myself because of the thyroid issues, but I do kind of want to use it and see what it's about. So the recipes that I found for this, you can put it in smoothies. There's something I wrote down, bites. I'm assuming it's like a sweet treat and like a little bite-sized sweet treat. Fat bombs, milkshakes. You can put it in chocolate. And then you can also add it to coffee. I think you should try that.
Yeah, I will.
That's maca powder.
Nice.
These are roasted salted pepitas, which if you don't know, those are pumpkin seeds, and those were in our keto mix, snack mix that we got from Costco. They're really good. So with the pepitas, quarter cup is a serving, and it is technically, if you do the math, 0 net carbs, but I'm sure there's at least half a carb.
Probably.
Because it's 4 total carb, 4 fiber.
And these are roasted and
one
salted, so
sugar.
you can just eat them as a snack.
These are used in breads. They're used in trail mix, which we have from Costco. They can be used as a crust for meats. So like if you grind them up, probably I'm assuming, and then, you know, kind of
Breading.
like what we were talking about doing with the hemp seeds, do the chicken tenders or pork chops. And then people make crackers with them too. So I'm excited to try that. Other than they're just good on their own.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty.
We have the flaxseed meal and the whole flaxseed. So the meal is good for mixing it up and using it in recipes. The whole flaxseed I think is also good for using it in recipes, but it's more like if you're gonna make maybe a granola bar or some crackers or something like that. The flaxseed meal is a quarter cup and it has, again, 0 net according to the label. Same with this one, 0 net for a quarter cup for the whole thing.
And it's total carbs minus fiber for the net that she's getting, so
Yes.
they're the same.
And there's no sugar in these. A bunch of the recipes that I found are breads and buns. Chips. So we did make some chips. Bonsai Keto put out a recipe for tortilla chips and used the flaxseed meal, and we made those a while back, and I didn't like them. They had a fishy flavor to me. I still ate them. But they had a fishy flavor, and I wasn't digging that. So these are very high in omega-3. Thinking that's probably why, but I'm not giving up on it yet. I'm going to keep trying. People use it to make porridge, which I've never had porridge before, so why not try it now?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had porridge either.
They use them to make like wraps, like the tortilla shells for wraps, which we've made our own
It's
homemade
like a binding agent.
tortilla shells before. I would assume you'd probably use the meal for that.
Yeah.
They've put them in pancakes, and they make crackers with them. So
Yeah.
we're going to try. We're going to keep going with it. Next, we have the Goji Berries. So when I looked at these online, I swear to God, I thought they were lower in carb. Either that or I'd never had a Goji Berry, and I really wanted to try it. Don't recommend them if you're, staying under a certain number of carbs, because 1/4 cup is 17 grams of carbs. So I think we're probably going to try one, and
Single
then we're
berry.
going to give them to someone else.
Somebody's probably more like paleo.
Well, Nate probably won't eat them, but
Oh, he might.
let's try them now.
We're going to try them right now?
We're going to try them right now.
Okay.
And then we'll find somebody else that will eat them.
Okay.
So I think they're dried. Are they dried?
What if you can't just eat one? It does look very fruity.
No, I only want one.
What's the serving size on this?
1/4 cup.
So they're definitely sweeter.
They're sweet, for sure.
Okay, decent.
They're sweet and they're bitter at the same time.
That's kind of strange. Yeah. I won't miss them.
I tried it.
Yep. She doesn't really like it.
If you do want to venture down this road, I did find a few recipes. People put them in smoothies, they put them in cookies, they make granola bars with them, and they put them in brownies. So could be good, probably is good. I'm not going to do it. I don't think you want to do it because of the carb count.
Too many carbs.
So we'll just, like I said.
Maintenance keto, maybe? I don't know.
Now we're moving on to the chia seeds. These are another super popular. You see them in a lot of recipes. You see them in a lot of blog posts and videos and all that stuff. The most popular recipes that I see are the chia seed pudding. So we're going to try that out.
Nice.
See how that goes.
What flavor?
I think we're going to do, I have a peanut butter and I have a chocolate and a lemon that I want to try.
Ooh, that's good.
So we do have everything for the chocolate right now.
Sounds like a chocolate then.
So I think we're going to go with that.
Total carbs 12, fiber 10, net carbs 2, 1 gram of sugar.
5 protein, 9 fat. And that is for 1/4 cup.
1/4 cup.
So funny thing is, when I was doing the research on these, I didn't realize that these are the same seeds that you get for chia pets. Who had a chia pet? I know I wanted one real bad when I was a kid, and I can't even remember what one I finally got. I think it was like a pig or something. And then I ended up getting one for Morgan a while ago, and it was like a dinosaur.
Weird.
like a T-Rex or something. It was like one of the Jurassic Park ones.
Back in my day, we only had one option. It was either the lamb or the cow, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was like a pig, because there were very few
And I can remember
to choose from. And now there's like a crap ton of them.
Yeah, well.
And they're kind of really a pain in the ass.
Kids these days need more options.
But anyway, the good thing with these is that they may lower cholesterol, blood pressure, and triglycerides.
Nice.
The sprouts, so we could have eaten the chia pets.
Sounds
because
delicious.
the sprouts are also edible.
Yummy.
And they're good with, they have a lot of omega-3 fiber, protein, and minerals in them. So
Nice.
go chia. Among the millions and millions of different pudding recipes, I found some cracker recipes and an oatmeal. So that'll be interesting to try that.
Do you eat oatmeal a lot?
I used to eat quite a bit of oatmeal. Like I would go to the store and I'd buy the little single serving cups that had like the dried fruit in them.
Ah, okay. That
And
makes more
I'd
sense.
eat those at work for breakfast. And I kind of miss them because they were really good. Not that this is necessarily going to replace that, because there's a lot of components to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will try it,
Yeah, interesting.
and I will be happy to share my opinions.
Yes, she will.
Up next, we have the hemp seeds, and this is another one that we are going to make a few recipes with. I did do something a while back from, if you've heard of Keto Connect, Matt
Who
and
hasn't heard
Mega,
of
they
them?
have a cookbook. I know, who hasn't heard of them? We have one of their cookbooks, and it had a peanut butter cookie recipe that used hemp seed hearts, and I made those, and they were not good.
We didn't like it.
They were not good. Not for us, but that was also still very early on, so
It
I
was pretty
kind of
early.
want to give it another shot
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
see where we're at with that now.
Maybe your sugar intolerance is higher.
It could be that, yeah. But these are 1 net carb per 1/4 cup. For anybody that's concerned, they only contain trace amounts of THC. So you're not going to get high off of the hemp seeds.
Sorry, guys.
They are rich in healthy fats and essential fatty acids. They do have protein. They have vitamin E, phosphorus, and potassium, sodium, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, iron, and zinc. So they have a
Wow.
lot of really good stuff in them. It may help reduce the risk of heart disease. It may help with eczema. They are a complete protein source for any of you vegan or vegetarian ketoers. And you probably already know that. But I didn't.
Yep. New stuff.
They can help reduce the symptoms of PMS and menopause. The hemp seeds, there are tons of recipes for these. Tons of, it's in a lot of stuff. You can use them to make granola bars, oatmeal, rice pilaf, cookies, porridge, protein bites, breakfast muffins, and, spoiler alert, we're going to use them as breading for chicken tenders.
Nice.
We'll put out a video on that so you can see how those turned out.
Hope they're good.
And then we have pecans. Everybody knows what pecans are. These particular pecans, 1/4 cup, is 2 net carbs. We have coconut flour. Everybody knows what that is. We use it quite often, a lot more than we did in the beginning. 1/4 cup of this is 4 net carbs. It's a little lower than almond flour, usually, depending on the brand.
Because you use less.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Because you use less of that than you do the almond flour, you're getting less carbs. I've never had a Brazil nut, ever.
Nice. Oh, busting it in.
We're about to try one. These are 1/4 cup is 1 net carbs. So these are actually pretty good as far as carbs go. And if I remember correctly, they're really good for fat too, because it's 19 grams of fat, 4 grams of protein.
They're like a macadamia nut equivalent, right?
Yeah. I'm going to take a really big one.
Ooh.
Salty.
I have had these before. And they are quite delicious.
It's like, I don't know what to think about it. It kind of tastes like a peanut a little bit.
Oh,
But then there's like a little bit of bitterness to it.
Yep.
So we have my favorite, which are macadamia nuts.
The roasted kind. Mm-hmm. So you guys are probably pretty familiar with these, but 1 net carb for 1/4 cup.
And we use those to make our bread.
Yep. Then we have...
I should try the Brazil nuts to make the bread.
Oh, yeah, that'd be actually a good idea. And we have roasted hazelnuts.
I've never had a hazelnut either.
Yep. So these are 2 net carbs, 5 total carbs, 3 fiber, for 1/4 cup as well. I'll be opening these.
Yep, let's try these.
So, probably familiar with hazelnut coffees, which are oftentimes roasted together and then ground together and kind of gives you that little bit of that flavor.
I don't like that they have like the skins on them. I don't want the skins. That might have been part of my problem with the Brazil nut.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Those are a hard pass.
And then last, and certainly not least, cashews.
Cashews.
Now, cashews are a little bit higher in carbs than other nuts.
I think they're the highest.
They're the highest tree nut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 total carbs, 1 fiber, so that would be 7 net carbs for 1/4 cup. They also are very good in fats though, at 13 grams, and protein is only 6. So eat a few of them, but generally.
Now we have made cashew chicken before, and that's really good. And then I did find a recipe online for a nut brittle, which I think I'm going to try out. So thanks for sticking with us through this video. I learned a lot of stuff in researching some of these products. I hope that you were able to pick up maybe a few tips, pointers, whatever. And I know Greg learned a few things.
Which is surprising because Stacy did the research.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Don't forget, we left a coupon code down below for 10% off, was it?
Kzoo10, so KZOO10.
And definitely let us know if you do decide to pick something up.
And let us know what you're going to make with it.
Yeah, excited. Or maybe you found a recipe that we haven't mentioned that you think we need to definitely try. Let us know. But that is it. I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking in on us, and
thank you again to Nutstop for sending all this.
Yes, thank you, Nutstop. And stay healthy out there, guys. And
stay keto.
See ya.